Hi everyone, good afternoon and a very happy Wednesday. Wednesday is going to be more happier for you today because I have special guest with me, an expert whom I'm going to talk to, and that expert is special because they are going to give you some amazing tips that can help you grow your personal brand and a small business to the next level. So, without wasting a second, I would welcome Dr. Shambhavi. Good afternoon, Dr. Shambhavi.
Good afternoon, Qurratulain. Thank you so very much for inviting me here, and I'm all excited about this.
Thank you so much for joining us. And before we start about today, of course, our topic is LinkedIn for homepreneur women. But before we start this topic, I would like you to introduce yourself,
Okay.
what you do.
So, my biggest introduction, I realize more and more every day as it goes by, is the fact that I've lived here for 30 plus years. I came here in
Wow.
1989 as a young girl, and now I've lived here. So, I've seen things grow, things change. And on the way, I learned so many things, made so many connections. So, I worked 13 years actually in market research as a focus group moderator and in Hindi, English, and Malayalam. And then I went on to do my PhD, my MBA in marketing, and then I became a faculty. Then I did my PhD, and now for about 14 years, I have been teaching various subjects in marketing management. And at present, I'm teaching entrepreneurship in one of the universities here.
That's wonderful. That's really wonderful, and probably you are the more, with someone with highest academics we had in our show so
No,
far.
but let me tell you one thing. I mean, before it's not. I'm. I really love using owned media, and that is the reason why I'm on LinkedIn also. And since today our topic is LinkedIn, but numbers they boggle me. So everybody has their own arena of expertise, and mine definitely is getting our own names out in the owned media. And I'll share with you as we go along during our session today.
Definitely. In fact, I would love to know a lot about on media because this is something I'm really most interested in. But before that, we would like to proceed with some questions we have for you regarding LinkedIn for homepreneur women. So, my first question is how important it is LinkedIn for solopreneurs or ladies who are working from home or homepreneurs, like whether they are career oriented, whether they are having their own business, how important it is for them.
So, first thing to understand is when we are talking about solopreneurs or homepreneurs, that means it's a one man army. The person is alone and trying to do so many things in so many places. And that's why my emphasis comes on owned media. And where I talk about other social media handles, I think LinkedIn is a great place to be in, because one of the major reasons is you find other business owners out there. Now, this can be from CEOs of companies, the CFOs. You can follow organizations which have LinkedIn pages, and you can learn so much about what is going on in the world in a very systematic and very professional manner. So I think that LinkedIn is a good place to be in to make that network. And I'm not even talking about getting leads and funnels and just the basics that you need to be on LinkedIn to know what is happening latest in every industry.
That's wonderful to hear. And now, when we come to use LinkedIn as, of course, the ultimate goal for everyone to be on any social media, especially for us, the homepreneur women, the ultimate goal of going on any social media would be using it for marketing purposes. So, how different is LinkedIn from marketing on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter?
So one of the things which I find about any other platform is the feeds, they move very fast, and you before you turn and swipe again, you are seeing something new. Whereas on LinkedIn, it is at a little slower pace, though sometimes I feel that the refresh rate is too fast nowadays, but it is at a little slower pace. Also, you can choose who you want to visit and what you want to see about their content, and you can follow them. And the good thing is that when you're following them, you can also have, there is nowadays a new alert button which has come up. So when they post any notifications and all, you can get that in notification and you can look at it in your own time. So compared to any other social media which we use, I feel that LinkedIn is a little paced at a level where you can choose when to see it. This, of course, is my personal observation, so people can agree or disagree with this.
Thank you so much for this insight. Actually, I didn't really know about this particular feature. So because I'm on LinkedIn, but I'm not that active. So sometimes when somebody tags me, then I get active.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm not really much active on that. So I think I myself am missing a lot from LinkedIn.
So we
So
hope to change that. We definitely hope to change that. Especially you're doing such amazing things with Get Digital. So you need, I mean, let's see what happens by the end of this session.
yeah, definitely. So I would actually expand this very question from marketing perspective as well. How marketing on LinkedIn would be different from marketing on Twitter and Facebook, because mostly the ladies who are homepreneur, the first thing that they get to know, because most of them are the ones who are starting their first venture. So um, they rush towards Facebook and Instagram. Everyone rushed towards Facebook and Instagram. But I want to know the business perspective, the marketing perspective, why they should be, from marketing perspective, they should be on LinkedIn, and how it is different from other platforms.
So let us take this in installments, okay? And I would say that we should have a LinkedIn page for your company, just like how we have Facebook page for our company. And I do not advise people to start a person kind of a thing set up for their company. Many people do that, and then start getting asking people to come in and connect. If you open a page and use the hashtags which are relevant to your page, you will find that slowly that will grow automatically the page. I mean, don't be in a hurry. Everybody is always about numbers. Don't be in a hurry. I would rather say that use your business page. So even if you have a website which is very basic, you can have this as your landing page or website. Or you can, like, for example, let me give you an example. Recently I am actually revamping the website of my sewer gift, where we make customized fabric based gifts for people. So what I did was, when I shared that in a newsletter with people, instead of telling them that visit our website, I said, please look at our LinkedIn profile, because we are revamping the website. So that is credibility. Website gives you credibility. That's why you're in the business of that, isn't it?
Yeah,
Am I right? So because of that, so LinkedIn is equally, like, if it is not a proper regular organization, I mean, we're not talking about what all cyber things and all go off, that is all separate. But I'm saying that if it's a proper organization, you have something registered, only then you will have a business page. So it is like a credibility for you, that if you're on LinkedIn, you're professional. So just to give you that little bit, and then you can share that to your platform, to your profile. From your profile, you can share on the page which you have for the company. So you can do both things, just like how we can do on Facebook.
that's wonderful. That's really wonderful. And is there a difference in user behavior on LinkedIn versus user behavior? Do we find kind of more serious people on LinkedIn?
So this is again a very good question that you have asked. First thing, let us understand that the pandemic has given us a lot of tolerance on everything, and at the same time, you can find people who are comedians, stand-up comedians and all, professionally. They are on LinkedIn with their own page, their own profiles. So one of the things which happens is that you're a professional, whatever business you are in. So it is up to you. And now this comes to the owned media of what kind of brand personality do you want to convey to people? Who are you? Are you a serious person? Are you a person who enjoys experimenting? And you can share these on LinkedIn just like how you do on other pages as well. And you will get feedback from people who are, in that premise, and who will tell you about it. So this is a good way to learn use it as a learning platform, apart from the fact that LinkedIn has many learning courses and certifications which one can take.
Yes.
Again, yeah, again, the length of your how many words you want to write. So earlier there used to be restriction. Now there is almost about more than 2000 words that you can write. You can also write an article and put it out there. LinkedIn has also started an option of newsletters. So there are so many things which one can experiment with. And then LinkedIn constantly tracks what you are doing with analytics. And so many people I find in my like in my network, who are now their item has been featured in the LinkedIn news, or maybe they have been invited to be the top LinkedIn creators and go undergo more training, top LinkedIn voices. So it's like there is that professionalism which you are exhibiting is being recognized.
That's really wonderful to hear. And I think for me as well, sometimes when I see, I'm not using LinkedIn as much right now, but for my previous ventures, I have been using LinkedIn. Right now, I'm a little bit off, but I found that it is also, it's also very easy to navigate when it comes professionally. Like, finding someone on Facebook, let's say I'm going to collaborate with a brand, and collaborating with them and contacting them via Facebook is a little difficult, but over LinkedIn I can find the targeted person quickly. And
So I would like to, yeah, I would like to add to that, that you, if somebody sees your profile, you can see who they are. At least the
yes,
last five ones you can see, which is a good thing. If you look up somebody's profile and if they know that you've seen it, there's nothing wrong in it. It's not like
yes.
why are they seeing it? I think it's comfortable. It's okay. You're out there on social media so that you are visible to people and people are visible to you. So in turn, actually, if you look at somebody's profile, you may see that they have also gone through yours.
Yeah, and actually, there are a lot of things coming in. One more very interesting feature I realized that I wanted to connect with someone, but I could not connect because they were my third connection. So there were some mutual connections, and I asked one of the mutual connections to introduce, and they introduced, and I got connected with that person. So it's also wonderful a feature of LinkedIn.
Definitely. But my suggestion is that if you connect with somebody on LinkedIn, and even let's say you connect with them in some other event, or you follow them for some reason, and then you want to connect with them, post a message in the direct message and tell them that this is the reason you're connecting, or this is the place where you met. Because sometimes what happens, you yourself may forget where you met them and what was the reason that you wanted to connect with them. So
Yeah.
that kind of keeps it fresh. For example, yesterday I messaged somebody who I have not messaged for 2 years now, and I realized that now maybe I wanted to collaborate with that person. So I opened it and I realized that the last conversation was this, and then I said, now I'm ready for it, can we talk?
So this is really wonderful. And I also realized that there was a connection with whom I worked almost 10 years back when I was working in my previous company. So that was my previous company's client. But recently an opportunity came where one of my client was looking for collaboration. So I connected them. So I reached out that person almost 8 years later, that we worked back then, and now this person wants to work with you. So it's really beautiful as well.
Right, it is.
So thank you so much, Dr. Shambhavi, for all these insights. And my next question is, because we are diving a little bit deeper into LinkedIn, so as an expert, what you suggest, what are the 5 key points if I'm new to LinkedIn, I have not used it before, what are the 5 things I should be careful about, what are the 5 things I should focus on?
So LinkedIn is all about networking now, right? From being a job search platform, things have changed. Okay. And I say this to everybody for every other platform, but majorly for LinkedIn, is that if you are not there to talk about yourself, what does one understand when they come to your profile? Are you clear with what you are, what you're representing? Which means that the option of the banner that you have, the LinkedIn, and you can create it through Canva, you can go ahead and put out there that if I'm not here, this is me, this is what I do. So people get to understand that. Again, as a new person who's on LinkedIn, I would definitely recommend downloading the app on your mobile as well as using the laptop, both. Now, especially for the new feature which has come in, Qurratulain, that is where you can attach a link, but you are not able to do that through laptop. Maybe it's my laptop or whatever, but definitely through the app on your mobile, you can do it. So you can not only tag people, you can now also put up a text out there which you want to do with an image if you're putting, and you can also give a link.
Okay.
Earlier otherwise what used to happen is if you posted a link on the post itself, on the main post itself, the algorithms would suppress that particular post. And this is, I say, this comes from a place of where recently also I was talking about market share, that there are only so many hours in a day, there are only so many people, and every platform wants the attention of that particular customer or client or user to be there on them.
Yes.
So they would suppress that, like even Insta does that, that you don't, kind of. But now in Insta stories, you see, you can actually add a link now, right? You
Yeah.
can mention people, you can add a link as well, whereas on a post you're not able to do that. But however, LinkedIn right now on the mobile, what they have done is they have given you an opportunity to post a link there, and you can also put a text there, and with video and with image both.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so that is something which you can use. So if you want to direct people to some event, or you want to direct people to some your website, or you want to direct them, to some article, anything, post it out there. This is what I would say.
Okay.
Again, so these are very basic things. Keep a good photograph out there and try to get a professional headshot. It makes a lot of difference. For a long time I did not use a professional headshot, and I would just like I had some taken by my niece and all, which was some professional. Then now recently I got a completely professional, because it's a professional platform, so we want to keep that. But having said that, that doesn't mean that people are not sharing their personal turmoils or their personal challenges. People do share that as well, because don't forget that you may find some professional coach or some professional help from there, somebody who would tell you that, what, this is what you need to be doing, this is what you need to be seeing.
That's wonderful. And I think I need to update my professional picture. I do need this. Yes.
Yes, so that is I mean, this is there's not so much time to talk so much about it, but there are ways in which you can find out how your image is doing, and the fact, what kind of an image you should have. There are links available which analyze your photo and tell you what you could be doing better, and which photo would be better for it. So like a smile and having till your shoulders, all these are important things when it comes to LinkedIn photograph. uh, like I said, I got some headshots done, but not that it's scoring great because of certain other things. But then you can't change. It's better. And then one main thing about LinkedIn, as much as any other platform, is be genuine, be yourself. Don't try to be somebody who you are not.
That's wonderful. So we need to be on the desktop as well as on mobile.
Yes,
We need to have a professional headshot, the profile picture, and we need to be genuine. The three thing. Fourth
the
thing
banner.
was that we should be sharing whatever we are creating. We should be
Yes.
creating basically the con.
No, yes, correct. And you should have a banner. There is a banner behind your profile usually. There is,
Okay.
which is there. So you can share, you can put up a banner.
Okay.
You also have an opportunity to do a 30-second audio with your phone. So use that,
Okay.
where you can talk to people. And very importantly, I would say that there is a heading, just below the person. Right now, mine says, I love marketing.
Yeah,
And keep changing that heading every 3 to 6 months as you evolve in your journey.
that's wonderful. That's really
So
amazing.
maybe you
And
need to put a reminder for yourself somewhere and say, okay, now today I've changed on today's date is 28th. I'm going to now, after 3 months, see if I want to change something. Am I doing something different? Am I doing something new? And change that.
okay, that's wonderful. And one last, it's the last question, but not actually the last, because I have so many questions after that even. So, but I would like to, because I know that, you are, mashallah, such an experienced professional yourself, and you understand LinkedIn so well that with you I can sit for the whole day and keep
Thank
learning.
you. Thank you. Even I'm constantly learning. So things keep changing every day. But yes,
Yeah,
I've also had some mentors, and I did some basic course on LinkedIn to understand how LinkedIn works. And especially during the pandemic time, that's when I learned. And then I realized that I could help other people with it. So I do something which is called ABCD to USP of LinkedIn, and, share various things, small things which people can do to tweak it up.
that's wonderful. And yes, the last question in this series is, as you mentioned that LinkedIn has evolved from being the job search platform to a multi-dimensional platform where entrepreneurs can find leads and a lot of things can be done, brand building and everything. But for somehow many people have not been able to distinguish between the resume and the LinkedIn profile. So for them, when you join LinkedIn asks you so many questions to fill out, and for them it sounds more like a online resume. So how they can optimize their profile, that it should not just be a resume, it should be something more, it should be your LinkedIn profile. So
So
how to
your answer
optimize
is,
it?
yeah, so your answer is in your question itself, QJ, that they give you an opportunity to keep filling all those details. So let us say in the first instance, you want to get your profile out, get it out. Then, but slowly keep working every day, very consciously, being mindful, and try to keep changing everything on a regular basis. And anything which you have done in terms of, and I say this to people, one of the things which is really very makes me so sad, because that is not LinkedIn etiquette at all, is people drop, they connect with you, and the next minute in the message you will see either they are trying to sell you something, which is lead generation related, or they are trying to sell you social media related, or they are trying to, or they will drop their resume. And I feel very bad, because whatever LinkedIn was or it wasn't, now we know that it's a networking platform. So a better idea is for you to actually watch me, track my posts, keep seeing where you can make a difference, and contribute with comments in a positive manner, or ask questions which are relevant. Not to forget, the minute you put up a post and then I put a comment on that, all the other people who have posted on there also get a notification that this post was commented. So maybe somebody else might be able to help you. And the fact, like I said, is when you are just trying to push yourself, which I'm so much for pull marketing, and for people who don't have jobs, this is what I say: create content, write post, let your knowledge come through this. And there have been examples of people who've received job offers just by the content that they created. And there are true stories about this, about how people receive job. So I would say that follow people, put comments, and make yourself noticeable. If I keep standing in the corner of the room, which is LinkedIn, and I never introduce myself to you, how would you even know that I am there? So if somebody has put up a good post, respond and say very good, thank you, and say what you learned from that. And then also, in when you're responding to them, if you tag them, that brings it to their notice immediately that they've been tagged. Plus they become more visible to everybody else as well. So write sensible things. Just saying nice post, good and all is okay, but say something more beyond that. And which is the same when I say, let's say you've written a great post about digital marketing, okay, and then I like it so much that I want to share it on my profile. You see, when you try to share itself, it will say repost, or you want to post with your thoughts. Please use your thoughts, use your mind, and put it there. Even 2 3 lines to say why you think QJ's post is so important, why Qurratulain is saying something which is so important, and how does that impact me. So people
True.
know that you've read through the post. You're not just doing something blind, or it's not some kind of a robo or something which is doing it. Like I said, genuine people want to see your genuineness. Only then they start understanding that yes, this is somebody who we should try to learn from, or we can understand or collaborate, or any of the uh, relationship which you want to maintain in networking.
That's really wonderful, and it was more of a masterclass with you. And
Sorry, it went on. I have a habit of not stopping. I'm so
no,
sorry
no, it
about
was
that.
more of a literally, it was really wonderful, and it was a more of a masterclass. And I wanted to check that I'm sure definitely you do LinkedIn trainings as well, right?
Yes,
You help people,
I do try to do, and I do a one-on-one as well as I do with a group
groups.
also. Recently, in fact, I was doing a 5 day LinkedIn challenge, where a 7 day LinkedIn challenge where every day you show up with me in a meeting, and then you work on your profile on whatever that specific need. Of course, the commitment has to be there. Ultimately, the commitment has to be there. But then it was great. It was very nice. I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
That's really wonderful, and I would definitely, like to know. Please, if after this session, if you can mention your social media handles, so of course they can search for Dr. Shambhavi as well.
So
But
yeah,
it's
so
good if
that's
you.
another thing. Yeah, that's another thing which I would. Since is it already time up for us to wrap up?
It's
Then I
okay.
can.
We can go. It's
Yeah.
okay. Actually, we are
No, I'll
already
wrap up with
up.
this.
We are
I'll
already up, but still, we
okay.
can.
I'll just wrap up with this, that I believe everybody should use their personal hashtag. Okay. And I believe this hashtag should be used because that is your space in this virtual world, that this is my address. And so I use hashtag Shambhavi's Spectrum.
Okay.
So if you search for Shambhavi Spectrum, you will get anywhere, whether it's my website or whether it is my LinkedIn or Insta, Facebook, everywhere. So I use this hashtag Shambhavi Spectrum. So
That's really
you can search
wonderful.
for me through that. Thank you.
That's really wonderful. And thank you so much once again, Dr. Shambhavi, for such an enlightening. Hope to see you again, inshallah,
Thank you.
sooner. And those who would like to connect with Dr. Shambhavi, it's Shambhavi's Spectrum.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And with this,
Thank
we will take a leave. Thank you so
Thank you
much,
so much for
everyone.
inviting me. I enjoyed the session. I hope the audience also enjoys, and I'm open to any questions. They can post in the comments there, and we can always collaborate and work on. And you're giving me more ideas for masterclass. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye.
Okay, everyone. Bye.
Thank
Have a
you.
good
Bye.
day.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.